As a socially anxious introvert, one of my biggest fears has always been, am I boring? And this may not seem like a big fear to some, but I know there are a few of you watching right now who share this secret fear too. Imagine spending your entire life with one person. Wouldn't you want that person to be interesting? Someone who's fun to be around, easy to talk to, who you can have deep conversations with, laugh with, enjoy spending time with them. Well, that person is you. You're the only person you will spend your entire life with. And so in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how we can be more interesting. But before I get into the video, I just wanted to welcome those of you who are new here. My name is Bridget, and I am a mindset and confidence coach for introverted women. I also have a free Facebook group, which I'm going to leave in the description below. But if you are a woman into personal development, you want to change your mindset, have more confidence, have more fulfilled relationships, this is the group for you. Also, don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful or useful. Comment below what you want to see more from me, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. So let's get into the video. We've all met that one person in our life who is so put together, who's so interesting, so confident, so social, so friendly. They may be that really well-traveled friend of yours. I have a friend like that. The person who's really good at networking and knows somebody wherever they go. The one that has an exciting job and a really great boss. The one that's laid back, sensitive, and smart. The one that's always thinking philosophically, right? We all have that one friend. And maybe we have many of those friends. I've somehow, over the past couple of years, seemed to surround myself with these types of people. And it's for good reason. These are the people that I look up to. These are the people that I aspire to be, right? And it's not just because they're cool and they're fun to be around. It's because they know themselves really, really well. They can hold conversations with you. They can talk about anything. They don't get nervous. And as someone who's spent most of their life being anxious around social settings, yes, these are the people that I look up to and the people that I aspire to be. Maybe it's that we're drawn to these people for a specific reason. And for a while I pondered the question, why is it that in these past couple of years that I've been wanting to be more interesting? That I've been wanting to be that fun person, the easygoing person, the one you can talk to. And I realized that this desire of mine wasn't something that happened over the last couple of years. This was something that I've been longing for as long as I can remember. And maybe it wasn't the aspiration to be more interesting, but it was the aspiration to be those types of people. The fun ones, the social ones, the friendly ones, the ones who could network, the ones who can hold a conversation about anything, the ones who had hobbies and who were well-traveled and who did lots of things. So right now, I'm gonna walk you through some of the things that I've been trying to do over the past, I'd say, year and a half, and that have worked out really well for me. So one of the things I started to do was saying yes more. When I say saying yes more to things, it means saying yes more to things that I'm really scared to do. So if someone asked me to go on any kind of adventure, right? Go kayaking, go skiing, go rollerblading, play a new game, go to a museum I've never been before, travel somewhere I've never been before, right? Deep down, there is that fear that tells you, this could be dangerous. I don't know if I'm gonna have fun. Or what if I say the wrong thing? There are a lot of things that come up, especially for me, that tell me to say no. But recently I've been saying yes, even when I'm terrified. I say yes because I've never done that thing. And if I don't ever do that thing, I'll never know if I like that thing, right? And the next time I go to have a conversation with someone and that particular thing comes up, oh, I've tried that before. I didn't like it. Or I've tried that before and it was awesome, right? That's one more conversation starter or one more conversation piece. Another thing I've been doing is trying my best to learn something new every single day. And you can do this in a couple different ways. For me, what works is reading a lot. So sometimes I read random articles that I find on the internet. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos about random news pieces or random things related to personal development or books that I'm reading. I'm also reading a lot more. I used to hate reading, but now I really, really enjoy reading, and I try to get at least 10 minutes every single day. And I do this in the morning because that's what works for me. 10 minutes a day, and that's all it takes. But 10 minutes a day, 6 or 7 times a week, that's an hour a week. That's a lot of reading. And it doesn't even have to be about a particular topic. It doesn't even have to be something intellectual, right? The more we read, the more we are processing information. So it doesn't matter what we're reading. As long as we're reading, we're learning, right? So that's a super easy thing to do. And again, it's more conversation. Another thing I've been doing is trying to pick up old hobbies and also new hobbies. So I mentioned this in my last video, I'm a very creative person, right? So whenever I can do something creative, whether that's digitally or physically in the form of drawing or painting or coloring or whatever it is, I try to do it as often as I can. But getting back to those hobbies and trying new hobbies. So another thing I've been doing with my husband, actually, golfing. He is way more dedicated than I am, but I try my best to go at least once or twice a week. And it's fun. It's frustrating sometimes, but I like the competition. I like that it makes me, because I'm a super competitive person, so I like that it makes me push myself more. I'm also getting into yoga. And so that's something I've been trying to do maybe once or twice a week. It doesn't really matter what hobby you choose, because these things are conversation starters, and it's how we can meet new people. Whenever I try to do something, I try to incorporate that social aspect, because for me, that's something I'm always trying to work on. And this last one is probably my favorite, because it's something that I struggled with for a really, really long time, and I always got anxious about doing. And so this is practicing being a good storyteller, because I have so many friends in my life. The interesting people in my life are phenomenal storytellers. They're the kind of people that it can be even a boring story, but you still want to hear that because they have this passion behind them and this way of telling the story that makes you hooked, right? So the way I practice storytelling is sometimes just like this. It's making a video. It's telling a story in front of my friends, even though it's the most boring story. I try my best to make it more interesting in my hand gestures or my facial expressions, or when I sometimes stop to pause. And this is something for me that was huge, because one of my other biggest fears was, yes, am I boring? Am I telling a boring story? Or do people want to listen to what I have to say? Are people judging what's coming out of my mouth? Do I sound weird? Do I sound stupid? Do I sound like someone that you don't want to talk to, right? So that one has been huge, and it's made a dramatic impact on the conversations with the people in my life, whether they've been in my life for a long time or I'm just meeting these people. So that's why practicing that has been one of my favorite things to do, to make myself more interesting. So if you want to be a more interesting person, this may or may not be something that you care about. But if you do, try some of these things and let me know in the comments what works for you and how you yourself have tried to become more interesting. Before I end today's video, I just wanted to quickly announce that spots for my free consult are open. So if you're a woman on your personal development journey, you're introverted, you're anxious, but you want to be that confident person who has more fulfilled relationships, make sure you go check that out. The link is going to be in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and useful as always, and I will see you next time.